Hey everyone, my name is Holly Arguelles, and the book I read was Miracle on Voodoo Mountain by Boudreaux. She worked in marketing in a hospital in Louisiana, and one day she woke up and she realized she was called to make a difference. So, on January 9th, 2011, she stepped off the plane in Haiti. She did many things. She followed God's words and beginning a feeding program. She transformed a vacant hill into a refugee in school for more than 500 children. And she helped Restavex, which in other words was children household slaves. It took place in Haiti, with the majority of the time spent at Bellevue Mountain in Glacier. Now, there were a lot of problems that fit with the UN Sustainable Goals, such as poverty, hunger, good health and well-being, education, bad economy, infrastructure, and equality. But let me just elaborate on some of the problems. Megan came to Haiti without knowing what her plan was and what she needed to fix. So eventually she learned a lot about the Haitian environment she lived in. Starting with the bucket of hunger, she met a girl named Michelle, which she eventually adopted, but besides the point, she would see her throw rocks every morning at birds in order to try to get food to eat. Next, to the bucket of good health and well-being. She saw children with rashes and burns and malnutrition in that they looked 5 years younger than they should. The next bucket of poverty and economy. People lived on the streets without jobs due to the earthquakes and other natural disasters. And the last and most important bucket that I think I found in the book was the bucket of education and inequality. She met many household slaves that were children that did not go to school, and she wanted to help, so she needed to build a school, and she made feeding programs in order to help children in need. Megan spent most of her time at an orphanage helping children with their health and hunger issues. She would bring sick children home and took care of them until they were strong enough to go back to the orphanage. She also spent a lot of time on Voodoo Mountain. She built her school there, played outside with the children, and also brought meals to them whenever she could. She made an extreme impact of the lives of many families and children in Haiti. They stated how they have been praying for years for an angel to come help their lives, and their prayers were answered. Their children were able to gain knowledge, many were able to become employed, many gained help and courage to fight for their lives and their future because of the opportunities Megan gave them. There is an extreme amount of empathy in the book, and in our class I learned that you have to start with empathy, the understanding and sharing of someone else's feelings, and it was used a lot in the book in that Megan had to put herself in their shoes and only imagine how it would feel to not be able to eat for days, be educated, or not even feel part of a family. She definitely used that empathy towards making a difference in Bellevue. In my own words, I think of definition as your meaning on why you are doing what you're doing, what are your reasons behind your goals, and what do you see with your outcomes. And I think everyone has a definition, and that means having semantic and thoughtful meaning towards your thoughts and innovations. Prototyping is the making of an idea or a product. In the case of the book, I would say prototype was the school that she built on top of the hill. She didn't know if it was going to be possible to have a school on that type of slanted land, but she made it possible with her ideations of how it could be done. And for testing, she failed at times. However, she got back up and created more ideas. She had many hardships along the way, such as money issues, land issues, and child slave issues, but she found the loopholes and ways that eventually became successful. What amazes me is Megan is not quite done with her journey yet. She is almost in completion of a medical clinic with ideas to build a church, community center, and library. She knew that she was born to make miracles, and her miracles began on Voodoo Mountain. Thank you.